Hello YouTubers, Felix here, and welcome to the 18th stage of this year's MLC Giro d'Italia. Let's start off today's stage by looking at how many riders are actually left in this year's MLC Giro d'Italia. It's been one tough MLC Giro d'Italia, and we only have 4 stages left, and every single team is at least missing one rider, except for Team NetApp, Genesis and Colt Energy. Also, Eurocar's doing pretty good, Orca's doing pretty good. There's actually a couple of teams that's got all their riders. But it's been one hell of an MLC Giro d'Italia so far. Let's hope it ends with a bang. Yesterday, Greg Phenomenon won the stage, and today we see Phil Gilbert in the breakaway. And I also expect to see a guy like Nocentini go in the breakaway today. Because if he has any dreams about winning that overall mountain classification, he needs to get the points in the Category 1 and the Category 2 today. And possibly also survive for the final climb. We'll see. Is he going to go in the break? It does not look like it. The 5 guys in the attack are Chavanel, Gilbert, Wiening, Christian Sorensen, and Vasil Kirienka. But we also have news that, we saw Riblon trying to attack. Riblon was trying to get away, but he couldn't get away. Where is he sitting? Where is Riblon? There were news in the radio that he was trying to get away. And we're going to see even Basso. Even Basso is going for it in today's stage. He's going to try to get away. Oh, we see the Tussville Flanner and don't want to allow this. They're setting a small pace. Also, Brajkovic is going to go with him. Anyone else is going to go with him? We could have a huge breakaway today, though. Even Basso is one of the pre-favorites to win today's stage. He's not had a good MLC Giro d'Italia so far, but he's going to go in the breakaway today and hope to survive to the final mountain. It's going to be rough, but it's going to be one hell of a journey if he makes it. Phil Gilbert is going for these mountain points. He's currently sitting in 11th position with 13 points in the mountain classification. Let's take a look at how many points he can accumulate today. He can get 10 points here, he can get 5 points there, and he can get 15 points there. So it's 15 plus 15, he gets 30 points today. Gilbert's dreams of winning this mountain classification depends on him making it to the finish in today's stage. And it looks like the other breakaway companions will give Phil Gilbert this mountain sprint. But he's now at 23 points, but he's got a lot of ground to make up on Ronaldo Nocentini, Betancourt, Hesjedal, Valverde, Mollema, all these big guys. But at the top of that climb, the breakaway at 5 minutes on the peloton, and we see a big Gruppetto getting distanced by the high pace that Tussville Flanner has been setting. So you see, there's a lot of guys getting dropped already, and they're going to have a tough day surviving the time zone. Here it comes! We always have this attack coming in every single mountain stage. Maxime Monfort, Nicholas Roche, and Roman Kreuziger's attacking, and the man of the hour, Cadel Evans, is going. It looks like these 3 guys will get caught by the peloton, but at least Trek Factory Racing, my bad, will have Cadel Evans in the front. Maxime Monfort is setting a high pace though, but if Kreuziger and Evans could survive, we might finally see Evans succeed. He has done this in every single mountain stage that I can remember in the last 2 weeks, and he's not going to stop. I expect him to do the exact same thing on the Mont Saint-Colan stage. He's going to go in the attack, and he's going to hope to survive. I kind of envy him a victory. I want to give Cadel Evans a victory. He's going to do this. He's done this so much, but it never really worked out for him. Let's hope it works out for him today. Of course Phil Gilbert goes for it, and with 500 meters to the top of this climb, it looks like Phil Gilbert will get all the points in today's stage possible. I doubt he'll survive it to the end, because now that Roman Kreuziger and Cadel Evans, Nicholas Roche and Maxime Monfort made their way up, it's going to be tough for Phil Gilbert for all these fresh legs and great riders up the final mountain. It's going to be steep mountain. It's a gradient steep mountain, meaning it's the same gradient all the way up basically, with a small changes here and there, but for the most time it is average. But with 40 kilometers to go, the main group has a big gap down to the peloton. It looks to be around 4 minutes on the peloton. Let's take a look. Yes, now it's 3 minutes on the peloton. We'll expect Tussville Flanner to set a high pace. Will it be one of the favorites to win today's stage, or will it be Cadel Evans or Roman Kreuziger who finally gets their stage victory? The favorites totally caught me off guard. They decided to attack before the final climb. They attacked like 3 kilometers before the final climb even started. And we now have a 7-man group up here, consisting of Betancourt, Scarponi, Maxime Monfort, Roman Kreuziger, Alejandro Valverde, Hesjedal, and Pirot. But it looks like the peloton has caught back again, because Mollema was not a part of that group, and they caught back up now. And it's so weird watching Nocentini in the overall overall mountain classification, when I'm used to seeing Mollema in that one. Now the Tussville Flanner and Trent goes to the front again to protect Hesjedal. They want to keep a steady pace. They don't want any attacks that Hesjedal can't follow. Therefore, they're just going to keep a steady attack to demoralize anyone else from attacking. But here we are on the final climb on today's stage. Who is it going to be? Who's going to win today's stage? That's going to be the good question. Nicholas Roche is still in the front. He got dropped though. But in the front, we have a 3-man group. And Phil Gilbert is actually following this. Even Basso, Janis Brajkovic, and Phil Gilbert broke away from their fellow companions. And I'm so surprised to see Phil Gilbert still up there. Oh, I hear news that Valverde's trying to go. And yes, Yes, there he goes. He's followed by Malama. Hesjedal's also going for it. We have a 3-man group in the fall, but Betancourt is nowhere. Betancourt, oh my god, where was Betancourt? He was not ready. He was sleeping when the other guys attacked, but luckily he had Iran, his fellow Colombian, who could pace his way up there. Now we have six-man group up here. Are we going to see Hesjedal keep a pace just to stay in the front? Valverde and the other guys, they don't want to attack. Leopold Koenig is trying to go down here in the peloton. But this looks good for their main guy out in the front. Even Basso looks to be one of the favorites to win today's stage. And he's going to go for it. Is the tutor going to get his first victory? Janis Brakovic is trying to follow though. But Phil Gilbert seems to have been dropped. Evidence is setting nice pace down here. Let's take a time gap. Let's take a time gap from Hesjedal up to even Basso. That's probably going to be the battle today. Can these favorites catch up to even Basso? Will they catch up to even Basso? Do they even have the willpower? Because there's really no point in winning today's stage. Hesjedal is just riding to keep his Maglia Rosa, and he's riding in the Evans strategy. This is what we normally see Evans do, to sit in the front, set a pace, and the other guys just have to follow. Nobody's really willing to set a pace though, because they want Hesjedal to pace for them. And Mollema is sitting nicely. What are they doing? Why is Micah, Horner, and Koenig all setting the pace? Or I guess they're riding for the 8th and 9th. Koenig and Horner are both riding for the 8th and 9th position. But what they're doing right now is they're catching their man in the front. They're actually kind of catching their man in the front, which is even Basso. When they keep this high pace down here, they help catching their main guy. Oh, now again, we see the top flanner trying to get to the front. It's only Samuel Sanchez though, and the pace has slowed down. The pace has slowed down. This is in even Basso's favor. Are we going to see the tutor win his very first stage? I only envy him. He's not had a great MLC Giro tie so far. But what the heck? We see a not even favorite group attacking. Jacob Fulsing, 13th role in the GC is attacking. Within South, Betancourt is following that. Oh, nobody wants to go. Peter Sagan is surviving this. Peter Sagan is sitting up here. He might be one of the favorites if he survives to the end. But it looks like even Basso is not going to be able to get caught today. Janis Brakovic is his closest contender, and he simply doesn't have the energy left. And once again, Cattle Evans is going to miss out on it. He's going to get top 10, but he's going to miss out on it. When do the big favorites attack? The big favorites like Valverde, Mollema, these guys, they need to attack. They need to attack. They need to catch time on Hesjedal. For example, Valverde is like 2 minutes behind in the Oval GC. He needs to catch time. Betancourt 1 minute behind. And Mollema is 18 seconds behind. They need to attack, but they're not doing it. They're just not willing it. They're basically giving this victory to even Basso and the Chew dude. Oh, in the front though, it's all shadowed out. We see Kirienka setting the pace for Evans. Evans, Kirienka setting together. Brakovic is up here, but even Basso is going strong. The smiling assassin is going for it. Can he do it though? Krisanger Sargent is trying to go though. I hear the news that Krisanger Sargent is trying to follow this. He's trying to drop Peter Weening. Peter Weening and Krisanger Sargent sitting side by side, but Betancourt goes in the main group. There is the big attack we've been waiting for. Betancourt goes. No one is reacting. Hesjedal's got Samuel Sanchez setting the pace for him, but Betancourt in the front with 30 seconds. Oh, we see Mollema and Valverde reacting to this now. Hesjedal's setting a nice pace, so he's setting a nice pace. He's setting his own pace. He's following Valverde now, or they're going to work together to catch up to Betancourt. This could be bad for even Basso. If even Basso used too much energy now, and the big favorites are going for him, they could win the day's stage. Oh, Betancourt, Hesjedal, and Valverde is going for it, but Mollema is nowhere. Mollema is going to get dropped. Mollema is not following this. Mollema is going to lose time. Once again, we see Valverde and Betancourt goes for it. Betancourt goes for it. Valverde showing I can follow. Hesjedal is all isolated. Hesjedal is all isolated. Oh, but Valverde and Betancourt both going for it. How much time does Betancourt have up to Basso? Basso has 1.9 kilometers to go though. It looks good for Basso. It looks very good for Basso. Hesjedal is trying to catch up to Valverde. Valverde looks to be in trouble, but Mollema is also having trouble. But Scapone's going to lead him out. Scapone's going to help him. Also, Horner's doing a good job. Horner's doing a good job right now. What's it going to be though? In the front, Basso still got a big time gap. Brakovic is his closest competitor, but he can't do it. Down here though, we have collection in this 3-man group. Hesjedal, Betancourt, and Valverde all sitting together. Valverde is going to be the favorite to win this group. Mollema is trying to get up there. Mollema can't do it. Mollema is trying to get out there, but he can't. But in the front, we're going to see even Basso put his hands up in the air and get the very first victory for the tutor in an MLC ever. Congratulations to the tutor for winning the very first stage in an MLC. Congratulations. Down here though, Evans is trying to fight for second place. He can't get it though. But here, more important down in this group, can Valverde create a gap? Can Valverde create a gap? No, it does not look like it. And this group will come together. No time gaps today. But Mollema might lose his second place. He lost around 30 seconds. It looks to be Valverde. It looks to be between Betancourt and Hesjedal from what I can see. Hesjedal and Betancourt are the two best guys. Valverde is just too far behind. But this MLC is closer than ever. It's going to be so exciting who's going to win this. Tomorrow is a time trial. Then there's a Sankolan stage. And then there's the final sprint stage. Come back tomorrow when you're going to see that stage. That's going to be so exciting to see. That mountain time trial tomorrow is going to decide everything. The tutor wins his very first stage in an MLC ever. Congratulations. Meanwhile, Brakovic Evans getting up there. I envy Evans' victory. Evans needs to win a stage, but he's not doing it. And there's no time gaps in the Valverde group. But Mollema lost 30 seconds on the rest. And we're gonna see it now. Mullen and Bentancur, both 50 to 52 seconds behind, and Valverde's a minute 58 behind. It's all gonna come down tomorrow on the mountain time trial. Tomorrow is the final day you can really get a time gap, because on the Sonkolan stage, I think they're all equal. I believe they're all equal in that one. Bentancur takes the overall points jersey. That was what I was talking about. Kittel needed to win that sprint stage, but he didn't. There is still a sprint stage left though, but I'm not sure he can win that. And with 2 mountain stages left, I think Bentancur and Mollema are going to have this one. Nocentini still in the overall mountain classification. That is a surprise. Bentancur did not manage to take that many points today because they were distance and the breakaway won. So we might actually see Jelly Bailey and Langborg's team having that jersey all the way to the end. But it's going to come down to the Mont Saint Colan stage. I'm pretty sure about that. And Bentancur has this jersey by a mile. No one in contention for this. Oh, it is a complete tie now between Team Optum and Team 3M. After 18 stages, the overall team classification, 0 seconds difference between Team Optum and Team 3M. This is the closest overall team classification I've ever seen. 0 seconds. Oh my god, that could not be any better. Let's take a look. Nobody withdrew today. The current black jersey holder is James Stamper. And there's only 161 guys left, or 170 guys left in this year's MLC Giro d'Italia. Come back tomorrow for this exciting mountain time trial. Who's going to win this one? Only time will tell.